Okay, next type of recorder is a null type. What do you mean by a null indication? Means it where it is reading the value as 0. That's what the meaning of null indicator. uh, where when already in the first module we learned about what do you mean by a null balanced bridges, balanced condition. When it is going to be balanced, when our galvanometer will be reading of a 0 value, right? That's what the null indication principle we learned of. The same thing it's going to be applicable here also. Here what it's going to tell us: change in input produces by the signal. What is the change if we are going to provide for the system? Okay, produced by the signal upsets the balanced condition of the measuring circuit of the recorder. A change what is going to occurring when we are going to provide an input to the system, that is going to be, if the bridge is balanced, that balanced condition is going to be disturbed. When we give the another input, next step of the input, if I am going to be producing that, as a result of this, the bridge is going to be, our system is going to be unbalanced. An error signal is going to be produced that operates on the some devices which restores the balance within a circuit. When a bridge is balanced, a self balancing condition, a device will be there. Some devices, it depends what which devices you are going to be using in your designing purpose. Okay, based on that, it's going to be some devices are balancing itself. Okay, are bringing to the system to the null indication, where it's going to be reading the 0 value. That's what the null type indication. And some examples are going to be taken here. That is about potentiometric recorders, bridge recorders, and LVDT recorders. This is a small block diagram. What is the measuring signal? It's going to be given as the input. Then a servo motor and gearbox is connected. For the gearbox, a pen position is connected. A recording operation is going to be done based on the where you are going to be. Here a sheet will be connected, as we already gone through of the galvanometer type. Okay, the same thing, it's going on recording the operation. What is the changes are going to be based on the input what you are going to be providing. Along with that, a feedback is taken where it is connected to the potentiometer. The feedback is going to be given to the, here a summing signal is there. Based on the feedback, what is the input you are going to provide, a small error is going to be occurred. That error is going to be taken as the recording purpose. Okay, that's how a small block diagram it is going to be taken. Then next, null balance recorders. How you have to write the same thing? What is null type? You have to write that about the small information and then draw the diagram. Same here also diagram. Go on explaining the theory part. What it is consisting of? It is consisting of the unknown input, which one is don't know, that we have to measure at the output side. That's what the thing here. A source potential is connected, that is V in, and normal mode interfacing interference filter is connected, a resistance and the capacitor. The both circuits are working in a same condition. Then a reference voltage, a feedback element is connected here. This is a DC unbalanced voltage, a battery is connected here. Across this you will be getting as DC unbalanced voltage. A servo amplifier it is connected. From the servo amplifier, a servo motor, a small motor, it is connected. For a motor, a indicator or a pen it's connected. That pen are in based on the sheet. On the sheet, the what is the value it's going to be changing, that is going to be recorded. That's what here outputs display scale it is connected. Okay, how the working is going to be? First, a unknown voltage is going to be provided. Then a normal mode filtering the operation. What is the input? Based on the input, how much the value is there, is the value is in a constant fashion. If it is of always fluctuating, we will filter that. A constant output which has to come. For that reason, interference filter is connected here. Then that input is given for the amplifier, and one more input is given from the feedback. the output, what's the changes is going to be, that is taken as a feedback. Reference voltage, that is reference voltage is nothing but feedback element, it's going to be connected. What is the amplifier? Is going to be amplifying the both the signal, and it is the output of the amplifier, it is given for the motor. What is the change is going to be occurring at the amplifier? How much is change? For the reference, what if I am fixing the reference voltage as 5 volts, the unknown, just an example I am telling, it may be of 2 volts, it has to measure. What is the difference is going to be 5 and 2. What is the difference? 3 is the difference. That the difference is going to be given for the servo motor, means 3 volts it's going to be given. The difference, if it is 2 volts, it's okay. 3 volts means again a feedback, it's not the correct value. Again come with the feedback. Then again check with that. When until it comes at this 2 volts or 2 point some values or 1.9 of some voltages, that value is going to be amplified and it's given for the servo motor. The servo motor starts rotating. Based on the rotation, the indicator starts indicating the values at the output side. This is how null balance recorders. Or else, what is the one more type? Here unknown voltage is of 2 volts and reference voltage is of, if it is of 2 volts, both should be in a same 0 value, right? That is going to be changed. The output is going to be recording. We can use the design as we want, but here we are preferring for null balance. For that reason, based on the reference voltage, if it is of 2 starting, it will be given as 5. Comparing that, if it is equal, it's not going to be displaying. Again it is decreasing, 5 to 4, then 3, then 2. When both are equal, then output is going to be displayed. That is what null balance recorder, based on the reference and with the comparing with the reference and to the unknown input. Based on that, we are recording the output value. That is what null balance recorder. Next is of self-balancing. There we are reference is going to be given. Here we are not going to give any reference. A small voltage reference is given. It is balancing by itself. Okay. Self-balancing potentiometric recorder. The working principle is same as we explained previously, but the construction way is small difference is there. Here, what is the, which one you are going to record, that has to be given. That is DC voltage input signal, that is taken as V in, and reference voltage is connected, voltage reference, here it is taken, that is VR, and what is the error is going to be occurring with the V in and VR, that is taken as error detector. In the error detector, you will be getting as V in minus VR. After this, a DC to AC signal converter is going to be used. Then after that, AC electronic amplifier is going to be used. This amplifier gives the voltage to the motor, servo motor. Servo motor starts rotating. Based on the rotation, this is a needle, pen needle. Okay, that pen needle starts recording. Along with that, only pen movement is not enough, right? If only pen movement is there, a sheet is a constant, means only at that point the recording is going to be starting. At that point only you will be getting the reading. But we want the whole data, right? For that reason, a paper movement also should be there. For that reason, here 50 Hz line power is used and chat motor is used. This chat motor rotates the paper rotation, okay, in this direction, and as the paper movement is there and also about the pen movement is there, we start recording the data based on the what is the input voltage is there. This is what is the construction is there, what is the working principle. Simple, what is there in the block diagram, that we have to explain. That's it. This is about self-balancing potentiometric recorder. Next is a bridge type recorder. In the bridge type recorder, the construction way is almost similar what we learned in the bridges, how the operation is going to be, balancing condition and all. Here only thing is across AC, we connected AC amplifier instead of going for galvanometer connection or your sources, different sources. What we learned, headphones and all. Here it is connected with the across AC amplifier. It is connected across BD. A supply source is there, AC supply here across. Then a making device, a chart paper is connected, a servo motor connected from the output of the AC amplifier. It is connected to the servo motor. Then mechanical link is connected across the varying, which one is a variable, that is of Z3. It is connected for the mechanical link, and that is for the chart paper. Here transducers are connected. Based on this, what is the when bridge is unbalanced, that unbalanced condition is taken and servo motor starts rotating. Marking device starts make a mark on the chart paper so that it will be giving the values what is the change is going to be occurring at the bridge. This is what a bridge type recorder. What is there in the figure? Just go on explaining the theory part. Next is of strip chart recorder. Why it is of needing to go with the strip chart? We already learned galvanometer type, right? And also we go on with the different types of recorders. Why it is that much importance? We will go with the what is advantages and also of disadvantages. Then we will go with the strip chart recording. Why it is going for the strip chart? The conversion of data is easier when it is going to be rectangular coordinator are going to be used. Then the rate of movement of the chart can easily changed to spread out the trace of the variable being observed. In the previous cases, what is the variable? The paper rotation and also of the how the movement is going for the pen, what is going to be used. It may be of a pens are different, right? If someone will be using of gel pen, someone will be going of normal pens. Which one is efficient? If it is of gel, it's going the attractive, but the recording, the function, how much the long it's going to be taking. Different pens, different ink level, what it's going to be taken. Carbon oriented are different types, the different materials you are going to choose based on the paper what we are going to choosing. That is also very important when you are going to record your data. If your normal papers, if you are writing on it, it may take 1 year or 2 years. After that it will be damaging, right? The paper quality should be good, and the pen which one you are going to use, it should be a good one. Based on that we have to take. That's what the advantage when compared to the other recorders. When I go with the strip chart, the spreading of the information what it is going to be recording, it's a somewhat particular, and we can get some accurate results from this. What is the disadvantage? Observing the behavior of several hours or days back is not easy. It may, if I go with a 1 year to a for that much range, is that possible to record all that information? That's what maybe normal human capacity. That for a book, if I am writing for your old days books or your primary school books, what is the difference? When you wrote, it will be new one, you will be your handwriting will be, it will be there. When you see and you open your book, how it will be? Some changes will be there. Papers are somewhat shaded with the old one, like that it's going to be. That's what the disadvantages of this. This is a strip chart recording, a simple where a moving paper is there. Based on the motor, it's going to be connected here. Paper device drive machine, it's like a servo motor only we are preferring. It's a simple and easily we can fix that, right? Then a stylus where it is connected with a pen. That's what the stylus drive system here. A servo motor, a small motor is connected. Based on that, our stylus starts moving. The scale is connected, indication scale. What is the value it's going to be changing, whether it is in a minus values or plus values or it in a zero value. That's what indication indicating by using of this scale. Then to control the circuit, it's going to be connected. It's optional, depends. If you want to control it, you can, or else you can some controlling signal controlling device we can use of there. Then range selector, which is a range you are going to be selecting, that we can connect, that is connected here. Then information to be recorded, which information you are going to recording, that has to be connected here. This is a moving type. Okay, what is the operation? This is about a construction, what it is there in the step chart recording. Next, which event you are going to record, which information you are going to record, that has to be taken. Then a range selector is going to be used. What is the range? Are you going to record the voltage value, or else current values, or frequency values? Which one you are going to select, and what is the range within if you want to record a 5 volts, or else 5 amps, or 5 hertz, depends on which one you are going to choose. That we have to range selector, I can choose as 1 to 10 hertz. Within that, which one you are going to be recording of 5 words, right? Like that, the range which one you are going to preferring, that has to be taken here. Then the control unit is going to control the value, which one the information you are going to provide. Based on that, a stylus drive system starts rotating. Then a stylus starts moving based on at a time when our stylus starts moving, at the same time our moving paper also starts rotating. It's changing the movement will be there. Then the pen is connected at the stylus, it starts recording. It's giving the information based on the input what you are going to be displaying. That is how it is going to be recording the information. The graph sheet will be there. Just by observing this graph sheet, you can tell what is the value of that, at what time it is taken, what is the value of that. This is about a step chart recorders. Next is of XY recorders. In the previous recorders, what step chart or whatever the recorders we learned, only in the one axis I can record the information. Only the displaying what is taken, it's only one particular value. It may, I can tell as only in the one direction I can uh, record the information. Voltage means only for the voltage. With respect to time, it's not possible. With respect to some other quantity, it's not possible. Only for the one quantity I can record the information. When it is coming frequency with respect to time, is that possible with the previous recorders? It's not possible. What is the time period? What is the frequency? Those are or else your time and voltage, two different quantities. Is that possible to record at a time? It's not possible when I go with the previous recorders what we learned. For that reason, to overcome that, we gone with the next type of recorders, that is of XY recorders. Here the records one or more parameters with respect to the some other parameter. Then XY recorders is an instrument which gives a graphic record of two variables. The graphic method only, previous also, now also, but it's going to give the relationship between the two variables. That's what about XY recorders. Then in some type recorders, pen moves in the two axis. Depends on the application. Two pens will be connected and two axis based on the XY axis. Which axis you are going to preferring there, based on that you can record the information. Then in XY recorders, the EMF what is going to be produced is plotted as a function of another EMF. One EMF is produced and one more EMF is going to be produced. Both the EMF values are going to be noted down, or else it can be recorded. That is what about XY recorders. This is small example here where it is the previously used XY recorders. Observe here. I hope you can see of two pens are connected here. Two graphs, here a red color and here as of a blue color. A different values are going to be displayed. It means it's going to be recorded. It may be ultraviolet lights we can use, but it's a heavy cast when we are going to. Normal pen and paper is a small. Cost wise is also small. When I go with ultraviolet lights, to record the information, somewhat cost will be high. And this is one more. Here two pen recorders are used. Here the different switches where we can control the information or we can change the information, depends on which one you are going to be used based on your application. One where we are going to test, if anywhere you are going to measure the information, that is depends on these functioning keys. Okay, next this is the XY recorders block diagram. Okay, here X input, which one you are going to measure, the two variables. The one variable is of X input, another variable is of Y input. A attenuator is connected where it is going to be attenuating the signal. Then a balance circuit is connected. Here reference source is there. Here also the balance circuit and reference source is there. Okay, then a connection is connected here. Then this is about X direction and this is about the Y direction. Then a pin is connected here. Okay, then amplifiers is used here and one more here. Then pen drive motor is connected here. This is what pen drive, and this is about arm drive motor. This is for X channel, it is connected with the arm drive motor. For Y channel, a pen drive motor it is connected. Observe the connection. This based on the inputs X and Y, which we can record the information which is varying in the two variables. The same operation at a time, all the functioning block diagrams, it's going to be operating based on the values. The pen drive motor and also about arm drive motor starts working. Based on that, when the information is recording, this what I am telling here, the arm driver it's changing the position, and pen drive it starts recording the information as it is like this. Observe, it starts recording the information. That's about your XY recorder. Next, a signal enters each of the two channel, X channel and Y channel. The signals are attenuated to the inherent full scale range of the recorder. The signal then passes to the balance circuit where it is compared with the internal reference voltage. The comparison is going to be done here. Then the error signal, the difference between the input signal voltage and the reference voltage. The difference, what is the error is going to be, that is going to be fed to the chopper which converts the DC to AC signal in this case. Okay, then the signal is then amplified in order to actuate a servo motor which is used to balance the system and holds it in a balance as the value of the quantity being recording is going to be changing. The same thing what is there in the block diagram, a few points you have to mention that. Next, what are the applications where we can use of our XY recorders, where speed torque characteristics of the motor we can perform by using of the XY recorders. Then lift drag wind tunnel tests we can do, plotting of characteristics of vacuum tubes, Zener diodes, rectifiers, then transistors etc. can be done by using of the XY recorders. Regulation curves of the power supplies it can be done. Then plotting stress strain curves, then hysteresis curves and vibrations amplitude against its swept frequency it can be done by using of the XY recorders. Then electrical characteristics of the materials such as resistance versus the temperature, plotting the output form it can be done by using of the XY recorder. Then electronic calculators and computers are going to be working based on the principle of XY recorders. These are also a few applications where we can use of our XY recorders. Then is of magnetic tape recorders. The magnetic tape recording head, here the construction is going to be a magnet tape head. Signal current is going to be provided for the magnet. Here magnetic emulsion on tape is on this tape is going to be here a magnetic field is going to be this blue color line. A magnetic field is going to be induced tape of the motion. This magnetic field starts rotating on the magnetic tape. I hope you in the olden days the recording devices, the tape records that what is the value? It starts rotating. The information is going to be added on that tape value, right? I hope you understanding that the value what's in terms of digital values, or it may be some elemental different values are going to be recorded based on that brown color tape will be there, no? In that it's going to be recording the information. That's what the magnetic tape recorder. The construction the same thing. This is about recording current. Based on this current, how much the uh, what is the maximum songs I can record in the tape? Maybe maximum 5 or 10, right? Depends on how many reels are there, how many wounds are there connected for that taping. Okay, that's depends on that. The same operation is going to be taken here. Here magnetic coating is there for the and this layer, a gap, this gap, a trailing edge, the motion on tape, it's going on rotating, and when it is going on recording, we starts recording the information. It may be song, it may be speech, it may be anything. Okay, in terms of current, it's going to be recorded. Then it's of a non-magnetic gap in this case. Then this is of the plastic base and magnetic tape. On the magnetic tape, by using of the magnet, we start storing the information or else recording the information of any of the application where it starts recording. That's what about your magnetic tape recording. Next is of this here a small tape transport mechanism. How it is going to be? Input voltage. What is the input voltage you are going to provide? That you have to provide. Record amplifier is going to be used by a supply. The supply is given. This amplifier is going to be given here. Which record? Whether you are going to record the song or a speech or some sounds, if you are going for, or bird sound, different sounds if you are going to produce, that has to be taken here. And supply reel is there. It starts moving. Magnetic tape, supply reel, magnetic tape, interior roller, it's connected. Then again coming, it's coming down and it's going, it's changing the position, going on changing again, recording the information like this, or else if you are listening that it is rotating the reverse fashion. Okay, then reproduce the head, pinch hole ruler, take up reel, and tape transport. This whole construction is going to be. I hope when you see in the olden movies or anywhere, you will be getting of that. The construction will be there, the recording is rotating, then it will be listening your songs or anything, right? The same thing it's going to be. Then reproduce the amplifier, the output voltage is going to be given. This is a small construction here it's going to be. Okay, next we'll